Yes.
Let's pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the office of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of the society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold in your abundant favor as your servants, you may be pleased to call the performance of important tasks in this republic. Let your blessing descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come in our deliberation in so just and a faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county and of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen. Clerk, can you confirm whether we have the quorum to transact our business today?
There is quorum in the House, Mr. Speaker.
Please go ahead and read the orders of the day.
Homa Bay County Assembly, Third Assembly, Second Session. Homa Bay County Assembly, Third Assembly, Second Session, Special Sitting, Orders of the Day, Wednesday, 29th March 2023 at 2:30 p.m. Order of Business. Order number 2, Convocation.
This is communication number 12 of 2023 with regard to the annual state of the county address 2023. Your Excellency, the Governor of Homa Bay County, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, honorable members, distinguished guests, Article 183 3 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 requires that the County Executive Committee shall provide the County Assembly with full and regular reports on matters relating to the county. Further, Section 32K of the County Government Act 2012 requires that the Governor shall deliver the annual state of the county address containing such matters as may be specified in the county legislation. Honorable members, Section 4(1) of the Homa Bay County State of the County Address Act 2020 and Standing Order number 18(1) of the County Assembly Standing Orders requires the Governor to deliver the annual state of the county address no later than 30th day of March each calendar year. Honorable members, in this regard, and by way of a letter dated 6th March 2023, reference Homa Bay County Government / Governor / 043 / 2023 / 159, High Excellency the Governor of Homa Bay notified my office in writing of our intention to deliver the annual state of the county address of 2023 on the 29th day of March 2023 at 2:30 p.m. Honorable members, pursuant to Section 5(1) of the Homa Bay State of the County Address Act 2020 and Standing Order number 18(2) of the County Assembly Standing Orders, I notify the members of the honorable members and the general public of the place, date, and time of this sitting via the Gazette Notice number 4189. Honorable members, this sitting is therefore duly constituted. Your Excellency and honorable members, allow me in these usual parliamentary proceedings to recognize the guests seated in both the speakers and public galleries. One, His Excellency the Deputy Governor of Homa Bay, Honorable Joseph Oyugi Magwanga. Please just wave. Yeah. We have the Commissioner of County Assembly Service Board, Commissioner Joe Koto. We have the CEC in charge of governance, administration, and communications and devolution, Mrs. Grace Osewe. We have the County Secretary, Professor Mwok. We have the CEC in charge of Trade, Industry, Cooperative, that long ministry, Mr. Polycarp Okombo. We have the CEC in charge of Blue Economy, Dr. Agili. We have the CEC in charge of Medical Health, Miss Roslyn. Yes. We have our Chief of Staff, Mr. Charles Odhiambo. And we have the CEC for Roads, Mr. Danish Onyango. We have the CEC in charge of Lands, Urban Development, Dr. Peter Gola. We have the representative of the County Commissioner, and we also have the in charge of SIPU, that is the Prison Police. Thank you. We have the CEC for Finance, Mr. Solomon Obiero. Is there anybody? We have our Chief of Protocol, Mr. Randusi. And we have a battery of members of the Fourth Estate, both print and electronic media. Can you wave members of the Fourth Estate? Led by Osewe, Philip. Yeah. Honorable members, please join me in welcoming them to the County Assembly. Honorable members, pursuant to Section 7(3) of the Homa Bay County State of the County Address Act 2020, when delivering the address to the County Assembly, the governor shall be heard in silence, and the address shall not be followed by any comment. Thank you. Next order.
Order number 3, the annual State of the County Address.
Honourable members and distinguished guests, it is my singular duty to and honor and privilege, honor and privilege to invite Her Excellency the Governor to address this sitting of the County Assembly.
The Speaker of the County Assembly of Homa Bay, Honorable Julius Odhiambo Gaya, Honorable members of the County Assembly, my Honorable Deputy Governor, County Executive Committee members, distinguished guests, people of the great county of Homa Bay, all protocols observed. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, I have the pleasure and honor to address this third County Assembly as I deliver my first State of the County Address in line with the requirements of the law as an obligation I personally have for the people of Homa Bay County, who bestowed on all of us the collective mandate to lead them to better lives. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, a wise person once said, people with good intentions make promises, and people with good character keep them. We had good intentions for the people of Homa Bay County, and that is why we gave them promises and made them chant Genoain Dongrok everywhere we went as we sought this mandate. And because we have good character, we will work together with you elected leaders, well-wishers, and partners, and our people to keep the promises that we made to them, so help us God. Mr. Speaker, as I embark on this humbling duty, I note with great satisfaction and appreciation the critical duty this County Assembly has continued to play in facilitating and driving the realization of our mission by appropriating the necessary resources, legislating on critical laws and policies, and by oversighting my executive. I convey my gratitude to you, Mr. Speaker, and honorable members for your expeditious consideration of my nominees to various offices, including boards. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, our county is in a sound state with a resilient citizenry, focused leadership, and assured partnerships. A good indicator on the strength of our county is the revenue collection, which currently stands at 428,613,099, that has long surpassed what our predecessors were able to collect annually. With the electoral petition against our win behind us, we now hope to scale higher. Mr. Speaker, allow me to note that I am delivering the State of the County address in the midst of extreme economic, political, and social conditions. On the politics, we hold with high regard the contributions over the years made to our beloved country and continent by the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. The devolution and constitutional dispensation we enjoy today are because of his and other people's sacrifices and commitment. This will never be erased in the annals of our history. We support his quest for electoral justice and reduced cost of living. Mr. Speaker, my government remains desirous of accelerating the implementation of our Genoain Dongrok Manifesto as promised through the four-pronged development framework, that is transformation, innovation, empowerment, and growth. And for this reason, I appeal to this Assembly to continue exercising its mandate, knowing well that we jointly serve a common client, the citizens of the great county of Homa Bay, with endless potential. Mr. Speaker, in delivering this State of the County address, I will be reporting on measures taken and progress this far achieved in the realization of the devolved government aspirations of Article 174, 175, 186, and 189 of our Constitution during the last 218 days that we have been in office. The Homa Bay County State of the County Address Act 2020 requires the address to contain a report on measures taken and the progress achieved in the realization of national values referred to in Article 10, a report on the implementation status of the county policies and plans, a report on the performance reports of the County Executive Committee and Public Service based on the Performance Management Plan, and a report on citizen participation in the affairs of the county government. In my address, I will cover all these aspects. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, in my address, I would wish to highlight achievements in each department as follows. One is public health and medical services, trade, industrialization, cooperatives and tourism, lands, housing, physical planning and urban development, roads, public works, transport and infrastructure, agriculture and livestock, water, sanitation, environment, energy and climate change, blue economy, fisheries, mining and digital economy, education, human capital and vocational training, social protection, governance and finance. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, after my 100 days in office, I launched a comprehensive 100 days report that detailed our projects and interventions since assuming office. So on health. Health is not only the absence of disease, but the complete physical, mental, and social well-being of a person. We still bear a high disease burden in the county, with infant mortality rates in Homa Bay at 57.5 per 1,000 as compared to national average of 35.5 per 1,000. The under 5 mortality rate at 92.9 per 1,000 live births compared to the national average, which is 52 per 1,000 live births. Maternal mortality ratio of 516 per 400,000 live births, which compares to the national average of 355 for 100,000 live births. We are working hard to change these records. My manifesto, I promised that my tenure would have health as the anchor of growth and development. In the last 7 months, the county health services have improved tremendously. The county's core health workforce, the community health volunteers, is 14.2 per 10,000 compared to the national average of 15.4 per 10,000, which translates to a county health workforce density score of 59%. This is still below the effective level, and we are proposing to introduce locum engagement in our key facilities to cover for this gap. To ensure better health services, we have broken ground for construction of a 5-story accident and emergency center at the Homa Bay County Teaching and Referral Hospital this morning. The center will accommodate the outpatient department, high dependency unit, and specialized clinics and services. We have equipped the laboratory and radiology with a CT scan, established a cancer center, increased the bed capacity, and are procuring 10 ambulances, including a boat ambulance, to improve our referral services. The county plans to fully operationalize its blood bank and conduct blood campaigns to increase availability of blood in the county. The county plans to procure 120 immunization fridges for level 2 and 3 facilities. We also plan the new financial year to construct, in the subsequent financial years, to construct a mother and child hospital to offer highly specialized services for mothers and children. To give our mothers the comfortable and modern delivery, we renovated the maternity wing at the referral hospital and equipped it with modern beds. This renovation will be done in our other level 4 facilities as well. The stunting, wasting, and underweight rates for Homa Bay County are at 21.8%, 4.6%, and 8.6% respectively. This means that whereas the acute malnutrition levels are within normal range, the chronic malnutrition situation is high, hence the need for long-term interventions to curb the high stunting rates amongst children less than 5 years. The county has a total population of 77,429 children spread across the 881 ECD centers in the county. The county is planning, even though we are a bit late, in initiating our school feeding program in our ECD centers, and it's an opportunity to reduce malnutrition in the county. Further, we will review and update our nutrition policy in partnership with the county assembly. It is estimated that 15% of Kenyans suffer from mental conditions such as depression, substance abuse, stress, and anxiety. Cumulated registered active cases on treatment clinic follow-ups in the county referral hospital as of June 2022 is 4,407 clients. Identified vulnerable groups include school children 12 years to 21 years old, newly diagnosed, HIV cases, and elderly. The county plans to establish a comprehensive mental health clinic at the Homa Bay County Teaching and Referral Hospital and mental health clinics and 12 wards in the major facilities that we have. We are committed to developing a strong structure for facility improvements by ensuring that revenue from our health facilities are plowed back for uninterrupted service. This will be implemented through the Facility Improvement Fund Bill, which is before this assembly. Mr. Speaker, we kindly urge you to fast-track it for delivery of comprehensive services within our facilities. Through the ward-based program, we undertook completion, renovation, and equipping of dispensaries and health centers in wards. We will ensure that far-flung dispensaries have emergency maternity services to reduce the burden of long distances for mothers during delivery. We have ensured essential drugs are distributed across facilities on a quarterly basis and stockouts reduced, and we are now about to receive our supply of medicines for this quarter. To strengthen the provision of primary healthcare services, we recognize community health approach as an effective way for making improvements in healthcare delivery, as well as addressing the heavy burden of disease and therefore contributing to the socioeconomic development of our people. We have started this month paying our 2,954 community health workers a monthly stipend of 2,000 shillings, while 500 goes to the NHIF premium. The unique bit about this payment is that it is no longer paid in a group. Each CHV is able to receive their money in their mobile wallet, and therefore there will be no losses of money for CHVs. The CHVs will be our first line of response, helping to bring integrated health services to household level. We have also received commitment from the national government that for every shilling we spend on our CHVs, the national government will provide another shilling. And therefore, from the month of May, we are expecting that the national government, in addition to the 2,500 that we pay our CHVs, will pay another 2,500 to our CHVs, making it 5,000 shillings. It is also important to note here that we recently opened the Rachonyo Sub-County Hospital Outpatient Department within this month of March, well equipped with state-of-the-art equipment. Under trade, industrialization, and cooperatives and tourism, the government promised to digitize trade licensing, set up a trading fund, and construct modern markets in all sub-counties to provide a safe and secure environment for our small-scale traders, and to review the licensing procedure and make it predictable and affordable for MSMEs. In keeping with these promises, we have implemented the 100% cashless market revenue collection system. In spite of challenges, we continue to push. We have allocated 210 million for the Homa Bay County Trade Fund. These monies are to act as a revolving fund that will boost the capital base and liquidity of our MSMEs. We have allocated for the CIDP, and therefore it will be in the appropriation, which will be by this assembly. The department has completed the following projects in collaboration with other development partners. Several markets have been completed and will be completed as we move forward. We shall train and build capacity of our traders by developing business incubation centers, which will enhance their skills to enable them competitively realize the market demands. These centers will be constructed in all sub-counties in Homa Bay County in the financial year 2023-2024 with concurrence of the County Assembly. By 2027, we intend to have completed and operationalized 8 business incubation centers. The government is committed to accelerate development of primary, secondary, and value addition industries, to implement direct interventions such as county government investment to promote a new industrial revolution, and to provide incentives to Homa Bay residents, including those in the diaspora, to invest in the manufacturing sector, and to dedicate space to promote investments in the special economic zones and special investment zones, and fast-track the establishment of industries that use locally available raw materials. The Kigoto maize milling machine house has been completed, the milling machine installed, and Kigoto is now milling the Mokwa flour. We have overcome the teething problems that were there initially, and we are happy that the farms are now tilled, and in another 3 to 4 months we will receive huge supplies of maize that will be coming from Homa Bay County for purposes of Kigoto maize mill and for Mokwa to be everywhere within the country. We have set aside 536 acres of land for the special economic zone and industrial park at Riwa, and are pursuing the gazettement of an SEZ for this land. The multipurpose SEZ will host processing of various value chains, including cotton ginning, livestock, fish, sweet potatoes, pineapples, mangoes, nuts produced around the county. I'm happy to report that we are currently in discussions with an investor who is interested in creating an abattoir, a cotton ginning, and a leather processing factory within that industrial park. These projects will directly employ many people in the production processes and create a ready market for the produce, thus income generation. A friend of mine says, pesa mfukoni, chakula mezani. That is what we intend to move forward with. I promise to support the establishment of sector-based circles to enhance government oversight in the sector and to facilitate the establishment of central liquidity facility for cooperative financial enterprises. And this year we registered 9 cooperative societies, including 1 boda-boda circle, 5 agricultural cooperatives, 3 trader-based circles. We have 20 ongoing registration. This brings the number of active cooperatives in the county to 149. We have completed financial and management audits in 20 cooperative societies. We have ongoing 30 audit activities around the county. These audits ensure compliance with the Cooperatives Act 2004 and to eliminate corrupt practices. We have trained 8 cooperative societies on financial management, leadership, and marketing, and we have sat in 18 cooperative management committee meetings and advised them on best practices and governance. In the coming year, we intend to register an additional 30 cooperative societies and revive 8 cooperative societies and carry out random inspections of the cooperative societies. In 5 years, we aim to create a revolving fund of 700 million. On tourism, we committed to use available resources to develop tourism sites, goods and services, and connect them to local and regional tourism circuits and establish premium parks and heritage sites. For example, we intend to develop the Gor Mahia Shrine, establish a fully functional directorate and develop lake recreational beaches and jetties and provide incentives to investors to build accommodation facilities around the Homa National Park and across the county. We have so far initiated the development of Lake Simbi-Nyaima. This entails the constitution of a management board. We have registered the land and obtained an LR number, conducted a stakeholders forum, and started the procurement process for fencing, construction of an office, construction of a 4-door pit latrine, and 1 boda-boda shed. A tender notice for the development of Lake Simbi-Nyaima has been advertised, and we are soon going to be fencing Lake Simbi-Nyaima and driving traffic for tourism there. We have organized the inaugural Rowan Antelope Half Marathon that is scheduled to take place on 5th and 6th of May 2023 at the Homa National Park. Moving forward, the Rowan Antelope Half Marathon will be an annual event. To this end, the county government has secured a venue by getting authority from the Kenya Wildlife Services and has partnered with Athletics Kenya, and we propose also to partner with Can invest in the project. I'd like to urge our members of the County Assembly who have not started exercising for this event to begin exercising, because there's going to be a race between the executive and the assembly, and we will see who will be the winners of this marathon. In the coming financial year, the county government plans to formulate a tourism policy, organize the Homa Bay County Miss Tourism Beauty Pageant, develop 3 attraction sites, which is the Gor Mahia Shrine, Abundu Hot Springs, and construct a library at the Tomboya Mausoleum. Over the next 5 years, we shall develop the Bala Hot Springs, Ondago Swamp, Takawiri Beachfront, Mbasa Island Bird Sanctuary. All these activities should lead to increased tourism traffic and provide incentives for investors to construct 4 to 5-star hotels in the county. Under lands, housing, physical planning, and urban development, Land is a key factor of production and enabler for investments, and my administration has ensured security of land tenure by processing land ownership for various projects, including the affordable housing project in Homa Bay Municipality, which has phase 1, 400 houses, which was launched by the President, the fish market in Homa Bay Municipality, which is going to be at Koginga Beach, the Governor's Urban Green Park in Homa Bay Municipality, the proposed Tom Mboya TTC in Rusinga Island, this is to be done by the Suba North CDF, proposed Sports Talent Center in Diwa, this is in partnership with the Austrian government and an organization called Akakoro, proposed Cultural Center in Kagan, Renewable Energy Center in Marindi, and Industrial Aggregation Center in Riwa. We are keen on establishing urban institutions to manage and spur development as per the Urban Areas and Cities Act. In addition to Homa Bay Municipality, through support of this County Assembly, we established and granted charters to 4 additional municipalities of Oyugis, Mbita, Kindu Bay, and Diwa. My administration has initiated revision of the valuation role for Homa Bay Municipality towards effective and efficient management of land, as well as enhancing revenue in the land sector. Further, in an effort to enhance revenue, we have granted waiver on land rates between the periods of 30th January and 28th February 2023. We have finished the construction to bitumen standard of Road C19 to Tomboya Ring Road and Absa Bank to St. Paul's Catholic Church. We are in the process of rehabilitating the municipal bus park and constructing a perimeter fence around the Homa Bay, Municipal Market. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to make critical decisions with regards to development, it is important to have data. Practical decisions world over today are data-driven. For this reason, my government has embarked on actualizing a Geographic Information System, GIS Lab, a computer system that analyzes and displays geographically referenced information and uses data that is attached to a unique location. Through this system, every decision we make as a government in conjunction with this Honorable House on development will be data-driven and demand-based, giving value for money. In partnership with FAO, and standing on investment that was already made in the past, we are actualizing this dream that will see Homa Bay County rank among the top counties in this country with such facilities. We anticipate that in a month's time, our GIS lab will be up and running with training of relevant personnel. On roads, public works, transport, and infrastructure, this department has the mandate to support economic growth and development by enabling smooth flow of goods and services, improving access to essential services, and providing the foundation for the development of other sectors. The sector works in close collaboration with the County Assembly Committee responsible for roads, public works, transport, and infrastructure to ensure that resources are equitably allocated across the 40 wards in the county. Projects are implemented upholding the procurement procedures and regulation. The citizenry is involved in the management of projects through inclusive governance project management committees. A draft roads policy has been developed to operationalize the departmental plans and the governor's manifesto on improving and maintaining a road network across the county, including access to sugarcane growing areas, health facilities, schools, landing jetties, and beaches, with emphasis on ensuring equitable distribution of country resources. The Public Works Directorate develops infrastructural designs and improves building and construction plans. As regards the implementation status of the county policies and plans in this department, the Directorate was able to tender and award 36 projects, where 11 were lots meant to attract contractors, and 10 were awarded to AGPO 10 were awarded to AGPO women, 6 were awarded to AGPO youth, and 4 road projects awarded to PWDs, and 16 road projects to citizen contractors. Among the projects under implementation, the department identified major drainage structures to be constructed to mitigate inaccessibility in some roads. We currently have ongoing ward-based road projects across all our 40 wards. The subsector targets to open 460 kilometers and maintain 640 kilometers of road network in the next 1 year, and will have opened an extra 2,340 kilometers and maintained 2,560 kilometers of roads in the subsequent 4 years. The constructions will have adequate drainage structures, enhanced climate change interventions, and cognizant to the needs of youth, women, and PWDs. The department is focusing on access roads to special facilities within the county, such as the Akakoro Sports Academy in Kanyamwako Sewe, the Homa Bay Cultural Center in Kagan, and the Riwa Industrial Park on the border of Kibiri and Kochia wards. Climate change mitigation measures have been considered where planting of trees has been incorporated in most of the road projects to increase the county's forest cover. In the transport and mechanical section, there exists a fleet of 1 grader, 2 rollers in good working condition. Even with the paltry stock of equipment, the department has been able to open 25 kilometers or rehabilitate 25 kilometers of road network using these machines. The plant, machines, and equipment have been used to generate the department's own revenue sourced through higher services. We intend to raise the revenue collection and double the road network opened. In the current annual development plan, the department plans to expand the Kabunde runway by 6,250 square meters in partnership with the national government. On water transport, it targets the construction of 3 jetties in the first year and 5 more by the end of the CIDP 2023 to 2027. On border transport, 40 standard sheds will be constructed and border riders trained to improve safety and reduce accidents on the roads. Under agriculture and livestock, our county is predominantly rural. Thus, farming and related activities make up the basic fabric of our income and food security, contributing significantly to the overall state of this county in terms of employment, business opportunities, infrastructure, and environmental sustainability. 74% of our labor workforce is engaged in agriculture. My government marked the sector as a masterstroke with focus and commitment on food security, modernization of agriculture, climate smart agriculture, and livestock. Let me highlight some of the achievements of my government's in agriculture sector under the Deputy Governor's leadership. A majority of farmers rely on manual labor, which is costly, time-consuming, and makes them lose out on cropping timelines. My government mobilized resources for purchase of 10 new tractors, complete with implements at a cost of 44 million. 4 are stationed at the County Department of Agriculture, while 6 are with the 4 cotton cooperatives of Kochia, Pala, Lambwe, and Homa Bay Cotton Farmers Unions. This will help reduce the cost of land preparation and increase the acreage under crop production and ensure timelines and efficiency with the resultant increase in yields. The 20 new tractor operation employment opportunities have been created. On the use of clean and certified planting materials, my government has partnered with the Kenya Seed Company and procured 183 metric tons of assorted maize and sorghum seeds for distribution to farmers. And I thank the members of the County Assembly for their engagement in the process of this distribution to ensure that our farmers received seeds in all our 40 wards. Already 46 metric tons of seeds have been distributed to all the 40 wards, and another 137 metric tons will be received soon. I think they're received already. With this intervention, we expect our maize production to increase by 167,090 bags from the current 90,090 kg bags to 257,090 kg bags of maize, and sorghum production to increase by 40,000 bags in the long rain season of 2023. Mr. Speaker, for your information, with a population of 1.2 million people, our county requires approximately 1.2 million 90 kg bags of maize annually to be food secure. So we are still far from the target of being food secure as far as maize production is concerned. Adoption of technology and innovation in agriculture is one way of increasing productivity and efficiency in the agricultural production system. On this end, my administration has procured and distributed various innovation items to 28 different value chain organizations with the support of the ASDSP program as follows: 8 motorcycles, 8 cooling boxes, 8 cool carrier boxes, 8 deep freezers, 10 digital weighing machines, 2 sorghum milling machines, 8 digital crane weighing scales at the cost of 3.2 million. Chicken is becoming a major value chain in our county, and my administration has trained 40 chicken vaccinators and provided them with 40 cool boxes and assorted vaccines as starter kits to roll out chicken vaccination program in the county. Due to climate change, each season has become unique and requires different advisories for value chain actors to make sound decisions. My government, with support of the Agriculture Sector Development Support Program, mobilized key stakeholders and together with my technical team, developed and disseminated weather advisory for months of March, April, and May. Under the NARIG program, the NARIG program is a project funded by the World Bank and the International Development Association and the county government of Homa Bay. And the government, through the NARIG program, has constructed 2 banana aggregation centers and value addition facilities at Matunda Banana Cooperative Society in East Game Ward and Wanyama Multipurpose Cooperative Society in Rusinga Island Ward at a total cost of 16,484,880 to help reduce banana post-harvest losses. We have constructed 2 cotton aggregation stores at Magare and Lambwe, constructed milk aggregation processing center at Rangwe, Hosrand, Kasbondo, and Ndiwa Dairy Cooperatives. Constructed the Kopana Sombro Dam in North Karachuonyo Ward at a cost of 22 million. And training and extension service delivery is key in agriculture. And my administration, in collaboration with GIZ, has developed farmers' guides and extension handbooks for sweet potato value chains. To support extension service delivery, my administration is in the process of procuring 3 additional motorcycles to facilitate movement of extension staff. My administration recognizes that agriculture is the greatest casualty of climate change and will implement climate-smart interventions in agriculture for sustainable livelihoods. Within the next 1 year, the government will facilitate vaccination of 435,750 livestock in the county, support vector control, including tsetse flies, fleas, and ticks, support at least 150,000 farmers with subsidized seeds, and register more farmers in the fertilizer subsidy program, as well as support 4,050 cotton farmers with direct extension services and farm inputs. In the 2023 to 2027 CIDP, we have put in aspirations to be delivered in the agriculture sector, including affordable farm input and agricultural mechanization, irrigation and market access and support program, livestock improvement and health management, and post-harvest management and support to horticulture, cotton, sunflower, sweet potato, pineapple value chains development. Food security is Genoa, and the real Dongruok. Let me sip some water, with your permission, Mr. Speaker. On water, sanitation, environment, energy, and climate change, water is guaranteed in the Constitution as a basic human right, and counties are obligated under the Water Act of 2016 to promote realization of access to clean water, clean, safe, and adequate water to urban and rural populations. SDG goal number 6 expects different levels of government in their plans and programs to ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation. The key milestone so far is through a number of initiatives, the county government has increased access to clean and safe water from 26 to 30% of the urban population by supporting our water service provider, the Homa, to realize their mandate. We are still far from where we need to be, but we are making some progress. The county government has continued to offer subsidies to Homa by meeting a number of their recurrent expenditure. In collaboration with the national government through the Lake Victoria South Water Development agencies and other development partners including World Vision, USAID, Western Kenya Water Project, the county government projects to increase water production in both urban and rural areas. The county government intends to enhance water governance in urban and rural areas in partnership with UNICEF and World Vision. We are committed to reduce distance covered by rural population in accessing water from the current 7 kilometers to 4 kilometers in 3 years and work towards reducing this further moving into the future through promotion of the last mile water connectivity from drilled boreholes and protected springs and establishing more water ponds. In our strategic focus by end of financial year 2022-2023, we have plans to increase the coverage in the urban areas to 35% and reduce the walking distance in search of clean water in the rural areas through putting up 62 community water projects already advertised in compliance with the PFM Act of 2012. And in partnership with Lake Victoria South Water Agencies, the county government is extending wastewater and sewerage lines in Homa Bay Town and repairing the dilapidated sewerage lines. USAID Water Project in partnership with county government are rehabilitating and increasing the distribution network, extensions to 10 rural water projects, which is Kanyaluo, Kanyadhiang, Mitimbili, Kochiangegu, Kodera Pala, Godagulu, Kosiga Rangwe, Sindo, Magunga, and West Karachuonyo. As we go about our mandate, this mandate, there are several challenges that are encountered, and we intend to overcome these challenges to provide water to our people. On environment, we strive to involve our people in all initiatives and activities designed to guarantee a healthy and clean environment. In the 2023-2027 CIDP, we collected citizens' priorities for enhancing environmental protection and management, integrated waste management, ecosystems, restoration, increased forest and tree cover to improve waste collection and eliminate discriminate waste disposal in towns. We procured an additional 15 skips and strategically placed them in designated waste collection points. Currently, Homa Bay's county forest cover is at 3%. The national average is at 10%. It is our intention, and the target by 2030 is 30% forest cover. It is our intention to work together to increase our forest cover from the current 3% to 10% within the next 5 years. To enhance eco-beautification and green spacing in towns, municipalities, and uncurbing urban centers, the government is currently working on the Governor's Park in Homa Bay Town Municipality, and this is the first public green space in Homa Bay, which will promote human dignity, due to its aesthetic and recreational value. At least if a young man in Homa Bay now finds someone, they can find a place to go and talk to them about something. The government has established a county tree nursery with a production capacity of approximately 500,000 seedlings in a year to enhance mass tree planting to increase the Homa Bay, the forest cover that we have explained. On energy, our vision is to increase access to power, connectivity, and enhance use of renewable sources of energy within the county. As an enabler to development, provision of energy services in the CIDP prioritizes the formulation of renewable energy policy, promotion of clean cooking and lighting technologies in households, and increased connectivity to the national grid. The policy is expected to guide formulation of the county energy plan. We have recently signed an MOU with the Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy Corporation, where for every 40 million that we put into that agreement, REREC will put in an additional 40 million. We are hoping that this can be used to maximize the transformers that we already have and to end up with last mile connectivity of electricity, especially within our TVET centers, our health facilities, and our schools. We have installed solar-powered streetlights and floodlights in a number of market centers, including Kodumba, Mirogi, Sikri, Homa Bay Town, Kandiege, Nambakabok, and Juakali grounds in Oyugis. We have also revived street lighting services in Makongeni, Shauriako, Kapita, and Sophia Estates within Homa Bay Town. This has also been extended to all main streets of our major towns in the 8 sub-counties. The county government has already allocated an additional 500,000 shillings per ward during this financial year to light markets, and procurement for the same will begin soon. On climate change, the county government has crafted measures to respond to the climate change threats and put in place climate response actions to ensure a low carbon resilient growth and sustainable development of the county for the current and future generations. In compliance with the National Climate Change Act 2016 that requires county governments to mainstream climate change actions into their development programs, the county and governance structures, this assembly formulated the county climate change policy and enacted the Homa Bay County Climate Change Act 2022. This has enabled us to now become a part and parcel of the FLOCA funding that this county would otherwise have missed out on. In the coming weeks, we are hoping to begin receive funding from FLOCA for formation of county climate change committees within the wards in preparation for receiving of a grant of nearly 200 million Kenya shillings from the new financial year for purposes of climate change programs. We have set up a climate change directorate and unit as required by the Act. We have set up the county climate change steering committee and the climate change technical committee, and we together with you, members of the county assembly, will begin to set up the ward climate change committees in all our 40 wards that will manage the processes of our climate change interventions within the wards. The county government has identified development partners on climate action and entered into cross-border partnerships. One such partnership is a twinning program between our county and the city of Larash in Morocco for the design and implementation of climate resilience enhancing projects. This twinning program is an initiative of the United Cities and Local Governments Association of Africa and the Global Center for Adaptation. We sent a proposal to use UCLGA and GCA for urban regeneration and green growth projects for the municipality of Homa Bay, intended to develop the lakefront, design and develop 9 motorized transport, green the major through ways into and out of the municipality, and establish an award scheme for youth engaged in environmental protection and climate resilience enhancing activities, and build a climate resilience hub in Homa Bay Town and nodes in all the 8 sub-counties. On blue economy, fisheries, mining, and digital economy, blue economy is an emerging economic development frontier expected to contribute significantly to Vision 2030. It entails sustainable utilization of aquatic resources for economic and social development. In Homa Bay County, the opportunities in the blue economy sphere consist of fisheries, maritime, transport, lakefront development, recreational and hospitality facilities. There is